Hello everyone, welcome to SophieGPT Spring Review. So this is a Spring 3. Let me jump into email. So our goal is to do bug fixes to resolve the feedback from Canary test. Yeah, but we didn't finish them all. Yeah, we fixed 3 bugs, but we still need to resolve some like email from Michael Q and John. Yeah, I will run through this in details shortly. Yeah, so it is a 3-week sprint, but I only work like 5 man days. Yeah, I'm taking some leaves in China. Yeah. So here is the time spent around 5.5 days. And what is done? So let me go to website. So the first PBI done is generative answers. Let me show you. Let me just go to the very bottom. Yeah. So previously, when we ask a question, right, it doesn't give us any like a reference link in the end. So we added some customer prompt. So every time you ask a query, and if it is a generative answer, so it will add a reference link session in the bottom. Yeah, so you can easily go and check it out. Yeah, so that's for this PBI. Yeah, it's just some prompt engineering.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Luke, would you be able to add Andrew Walsos, please?
Okay. Yeah. Andrew.
Walsos.
Yep. Adding him.
Okay. Yep. All right. Let's keep going.
Okay. Yeah. And second one. So uh, so there's an issue about email templates. For context, so we are querying email templates from our SharePoint folder. So if you ask anything about email templates, it will return you the template and also some links. So but there's some issue with it, so it doesn't like return the incorrect content. Yeah, so let me show you what I fixed. I will just jump to the very end. So every query you see here, previously it is not working. Yeah, so we improve this and by adding some prompts and also enable some features in Microsoft Copilot Studio. It's called Work IQ. So we did some combination of settings. So for example, as you can see, if I ask, give me the latest late for work template, it will return correctly. And in the reference link, it will has like a 2 link. One is the documentation link. So if someone want to edit it just simply click it and they can just go to edit. And it will also have a sugar landing link here, so you can see the details. It will have nice 2 links. And same for this one, it's just example. After banking details, it will also return 2 links here. And same for this one, it will return 2 links. Yeah. So one thing to mention is you can see it returns the email body, right? But there's some limitation on this generative answer. It does not like return identical content in the Word doc, but I think it is durable. Yeah, you can just game through it, and if you want to check detail, just click it. And it might improve if Microsoft is adding more features to it. Yeah. Alan, any question for this one?
No.
Yeah, basically, this PBI is to fix those 3 queries. Yeah, previously it's
Are
broken.
these were these reported by Jean?
No, John doesn't report any issue about email template. I think it's from Stefan and also MicroQ.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for second PBI. And next one is also related to email templates. Is reported by MicroQ. And if you see this, he's asking what's the daily email template. It doesn't find the answer. Yeah. And we fix this by enabling this. There's a setting I mentioned before. It's called Work IQ. So it can provide more smarter and context-aware answers. Yeah, so if we enable this, you will see it can return the perfect answer for daily Scrum emails. Yeah, and it also this option also resolves some other issues. The search result became more accurate. Yeah, that's for this one. Also related to email template. Next one, SSW events. So the problem is for this one is for generative answers. Under the hood is rely on Bing search, and when you ask SSW events, it's getting like an old event. Yeah, it's also show up on the top of Bing search. So that's the reason I think it's returning the wrong event. So I fixed this by changing to a customer topic. So it's calling the API backend to get the events data and use like AI to generate the answer. So if you say this, what's the next SSW event, it can return accurate data. Yeah. And same for next 5 SSW events, accurate data. Yeah. Okay, I will continue. So the last dump PBI. So Adam, you do remember? So last time you asked me to check with MicroQ and Eddie about open crawl analysis, right? To see if some like overlap for this. Sorry, you're mute, Adam.
Right. Yes. Yeah, this is a important one because Sophie Claw might be able to do everything.
Yeah. So but we have a meeting and we have discussed it, but we still think SophieClaw is more like an enterprise AI chatbot. Reason for this, it has lots of built-in features. For example, like generative answers.
I think SophieGPT, right?
Yeah, SophieGPT, and building user authentication and seamless integration with SharePoint, CRM, and also Power Automate and MCP. So if SophieClaw want to do the similar thing, they need to add lots of like customer logic to achieve this. Yeah, so it's just like SophieGPT is more like for enterprise AI chatbot. Yeah, and it's tightly integrated with Microsoft ecosystem. Yeah, that's our thinking. But MicroQ is still exploring it. Yeah, they might have some like plugin or suitable for enterprise chatbot in the future. But currently we are thinking, yeah.
Right. I think you need to speak to Michael every day or every second day on a daily scrum and try to work out what he's trying to do on Sophie Claw and what you're trying to do. It is highly possible everything is good enough on Sophie Claw.
Okay. Yeah. I will think with MicroQ. Yeah, from time to time. Yeah. Okay, so that's all the dumb PPI. So I'm going to quickly go through the in progress one. Yeah, so for this one, for past event, it has the time zone issue when you ask SSW events. So I'm investigating this. And next one is I'm still migrating the query about booking status. And I think John has a like test please, and he is mainly asking about like a booking status, like who is free next week, but we haven't like implemented. It's still in progress. Yeah, and he gave a test failed, but I will reply to that email. Yeah, next week. Yeah, and that's all the sprint backlog. If we're good, I will continue.
Right.
Yeah, so the burn up, this is from GitHub. As you can see, we like added some PBI, some feedback on here, and we resolved some issues. Yeah. And I will continue. So for SophieGPT, we have an easier function, but we haven't done any deployments because we mainly on the low-code platform of Copilot Studio. Yeah, we do publish on the web. Yeah, and we seems we cannot get the how many times we publish. Yeah, so I just put the Azure function here. Yeah. And next roadmap. So we have two epic right now. So one is for release of GPT. I fixed like 3 bugs. we still have one PBI left for canary testing, for those 3 peoples. And I am also doing migrating the queries for bookings while it's in progress. And next, any experiment work. So I explore this worker IQ, trying to figure out how it works and compare it with enable by disable. But it seems this worker IQ is very useful. It can give more smarter answers. And AI tools for me, Cloud Code and Gemini Chat, and for Jim, Cloud Code and using Kimi K2 2.5, and he's also using GitHub Copilot CLI and Gemini Chat. I'm not hitting limit, but Jim does.
Which one is Jim hitting the limit on?
Which one?
Kimi, I'm paying for its subscription, but just
can you put a $ next to the ones he's paying for, and also bold the most important one, the one that they're using the most, or you're using the most?
Okay. For me, it's Cloud Code, and I am paid for this. For Jim, Cloud Code.
Same Cloud Code.
Okay.
Which plan do you have for Cloud Code, Luke?
I'm using Pro. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Previously, I have like a two Cloud Code subscription. Yeah, but because I'm taking leave, I cancel one. Yeah. If I'm back to Brisbane, I might have 2.
Okay.
Yep. So, and next, Jim will went through the cloud stats and Copilot stats.
Yeah, thanks, Luke.
And over to you. And let me give you the link.
Okay. The stats from Cloud is basically right. So you can see you can see from the first point in the summary, the main output we conducted during the last sprint was those 3 bug fixes. That's basically right. And also you can notice from the first point in key decisions, there was a workaround we've done on the issue fix. We have gone through that, but Claude here emphasized this point, so I think it's worth re-investigation later. And apart from that, I think in the people and roles, it's quite interesting to see me recognized as the unknown participant. It's because during the review, me and Luke was sitting together, sharing his laptop. But yeah, I'm quite surprised that Claude actually recognized 2 people from one person's transcript. That's quite interesting.
Have you looked at the transcript to see how it might have worked that out?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I definitely would do that. Or I would ask Willow to tell you how it might have done that and let her investigate.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go to the very bottom of this page, go to the bottom, click on the GitHub link there. And Jim, you can yak shave this with Willow after this into that backlog and ask her to investigate that. And mention us, mention Andrew Waterhouse and Gordon.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it. I actually didn't talk much. You can see I only spoke for around 1 minute, but I think it's actually more than 1 minute. Yeah, well, it's actually Lou doing the whole work, so I think that makes sense. Yeah. Apart from that, the other tabs look quite normal, I would say. So the key point is still in the overview. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now we'll go through the Copilot. So it's been 27 minutes to go through those emails and PBI. And what was the main item completed? It was fix the 3 bugs for canary testing, which is accurate. And that's it. And let's go to the retro. So what went well? So enabling work IQ solves many PBIs together. For example, like email template for cannot found daily Scrum email template, and also some other issues. Yeah. And Jim says OpenClaw analysis shows SophieGPT is still variable. Yeah, but as Adam said, I need to keep in touch with Michael Q to have a look. And what didn't go so well? So canary testing shows some results are still not reliable. Yeah, that's one issue. And from me, this sprint is quite long, so I'm taking some leaves in the middle, like 3 weeks. Yeah. And another thing, Adam, I was found is when I ask people to do canary testing, right? For example, for Stefan, he mainly focusing on testing like email templates, not like overall. And for John, he was mainly testing like query rate to like bookings. So we are thinking, when the
Well,
users
that's
ask,
why I think you've got to carefully have a sprint in daily scrum with Michael Q and Eddie each day, because Michael Q has Booking Pro and Michael Q has Sophie Claw, and you've got this. And if you ask any question about booking and an open Booking Pro, that might fix most of Jean's issues.
Yeah.
But somehow you've got to have a good answer for him. What mark out of 10 did he give you?
I've got
Without looking, what mark out of 10?
It's a test field. I feel like it's 4 or 5, maybe.
4. How about 1 out of 10? And why don't you remember that? Because it's kind of remarkable.
Because some people didn't give a score. I think they just like test field. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but obviously that's a big signal for Jean to give 1 out of 10. It's probably the only time I've ever done it. So it does make you think, if you don't have a good answer for him immediately, the project is tenuous. It's a big deal. Have you called him since he sent you a 1 out of 10?
No, I haven't. I was resolving other people's feedback from one by one. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I don't think anybody's feedback was as egregious as that one. You want to call Mike and Eddie, try to come up with a good answer, and then call him and tell him what's going on. Like, we hear you. You think it's bad. This is what we think. We're going to add when you ask this type of question, it's going to have a link here to that.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah. So one improvement is we are thinking, so when we ask queries that is beyond SophieGPT's current capabilities, we want to have an answer like for example, like we don't support this feature yet, you can just shiver to the SophieGPT, something like this. Yeah. So it will know it's not supported. Yeah. That's what we are thinking. Yeah.
But if he's asking this on a mobile device, you want that link to open up Sophie, Booking Pro, and you want to make sure Booking Pro works on a mobile device. I'm not saying it doesn't, but that's how I would approach it.
Yeah. I think it can like link jump to the Booking Pro to answer question. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's all the retro. So I will go to the forecast. Okay, so for the forecast, we are still focusing on resolve test please feedback. So in last sprint, we actually resolved the round 1 feedback from 4 people, and they give us they give the test please, and I resolved 2 people. Resolved which one? Resolved Stefan and Lou's feedback. And so in this sprint, I'm continue to resolve Michael Q and John's feedback. Yeah. And if
Are you also doing client work?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I'm 2 days on SophieGPT and 3 days on Eagle Eye. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good.
Yeah. And you can see the highlighted one. So there's 2 bugs from feedback, and also I'm going to resolve feedback from John, and the rest is to keep migrating the queries.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can you make the first one before you send this to be in sync with Michael Q and Eddie? You know, I think that
The
you've
first
got
thing, yeah.
like, yeah, like that. Yeah, that is basically just doing their daily scrum each day and just trying to work out what they're doing and what you're doing, because it might affect this project.
Yeah, I think I will just give myself a task to join the daily scrum so I can have
Yeah,
a
sure.
meeting. Yeah,
Okay.
in the vendor. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, good.
Yeah, and last, so what's the main item to do next is to complete the canary testing and resolve feedback. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that'll be all. Okay, so that's our sprint. Yeah, so you can find out all our sprint review meetings video in the YouTube channel. Yeah, and thank you guys. See you.
Thank you, Luke.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.